Air travel has changed a lot in recent years. But what if I told you that some of the biggest airport security changes weren't openly announced? That they're quietly happening behind the scenes, and no one's talking about them? From surveillance upgrades to secret profiling tactics, and from data tracking to AI-driven scanners, today we're exposing 10 airport security changes airlines would never tell you. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell so you never miss hidden travel hacks, airline secrets, and smart tips to keep you informed every time you fly. Let's get started. 1. Facial recognition is replacing boarding passes. You might think you still need your ID and boarding pass to fly, but in many airports, that's no longer true. Here's what they're not telling you. Facial recognition technology is already being rolled out across US and international airports. Your face is becoming your passport, your boarding pass, and your ID without you ever officially agreeing to it. Many passengers don't realize they're being scanned and stored in databases run by both private contractors and government agencies. Opting out is possible, but it's not always clearly communicated. 2. TSA is using AI to flag you before you even enter the airport. Security now begins long before you arrive at the airport. Artificial intelligence tools are tracking your flight history, behavior, and even online presence to assess whether you're a potential security risk. Did you book a one-way ticket in cash? Did you change your flight multiple times? Were you in a country considered high risk recently? These patterns could quietly land you on a watch list. No explanation, no appeal. And airlines? They're not going to warn you about it. 3. Body scanners are more powerful than you think. Most travelers assume full-body scanners just check for weapons or hidden liquids. But did you know the latest generation of millimeter wave scanners can detect even minor objects under your clothing, like tissues, coins, or sweat patches? But here's what's truly shocking. Some systems are being upgraded to detect physiological changes, like elevated heart rate, body temperature, and pupil dilation, to identify stress or deception. That's right, they're trying to read your emotions. Are they telling you this? Absolutely not. 4. Passenger profiling is alive and well. Airlines and airport security officials insist they don't racially or behaviorally profile. But the truth? Behavioral detection officers still operate at many major airports. They're trained to look for micro-behaviors like avoiding eye contact, fidgeting, or sweating. But these signs aren't foolproof. And travelers with anxiety, autism, or cultural differences often get flagged unfairly. It's rarely publicized, but it's happening more often than you think. 5. There's a secret score attached to your name. Ever heard of a Quiet Skies program? It's a real initiative by US security agencies that assigns travelers a risk score based on undisclosed criteria. You won't be notified. You won't know what got you flagged. And there's no official way to clear your name. The airline may treat you normally, but behind the scenes, you may be tracked by armed air marshals or monitored more closely at security. 6. You're being watched even after clearing security. Think once you pass through TSA, you're in the clear? Not quite. Many airports are deploying smart surveillance systems that track your movement from security to boarding. These systems use cameras, motion tracking, and even Wi-Fi pings from your phone to monitor everything from how fast you walk to how long you linger at a gate. It's part of a broader effort to detect suspicious behavior, but it also raises huge privacy concerns. 7. New liquid detection tech is here, but kept quiet. Airports in Europe have started using advanced CT scanners that can analyze the molecular structure of your liquids, allowing travelers to keep large toiletries in their bags. This tech can even differentiate between water, alcohol, and explosives. So why is this a secret? Because airlines benefit when travelers buy travel-sized liquids or overpriced bottles at duty-free. That's why some airports are deliberately slow to adopt the upgrades, even though the tech is ready. 8. Security staff are trained to delay suspicious flyers. Sometimes it's not about stopping you, it's about stalling you. If you match certain profiles or fit certain behavioral flags, staff may intentionally delay your security process. Additional screening, random pat-downs, questions about your trip. The goal? Give other teams time to investigate your background in real time. You won't get a reason, and the airlines won't stand up for you. They usually don't even know it's happening. 9. Luggage screening is more selective than you think. Not all bags go through the same process. In fact, many checked bags are scanned by machine learning-based systems that selectively pull some for detailed manual inspection. Others are simply scanned and passed through. What affects whether your bag gets checked? Country of origin, last-minute booking, certain items on the manifest, like batteries or powders, your past travel history. You'll never know how thoroughly your bag was searched, or if it even was. 10. Biometric data is being shared across borders. Perhaps the most important and least known change is this: your biometric data doesn't stay local. Through programs like Five Eyes, US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, and others, airport security agencies share facial data, travel history, and even voice prints across international borders. You could be flagged in Australia for something you did in the US without even realizing your info was shared. And here's the kicker: most of this data sharing isn't disclosed in the privacy policies you agree to when you fly. Bonus, what you can do about it. While some changes are inevitable, here are a few steps to protect yourself. 1. Opt out of facial recognition at kiosks whenever possible. Ask for manual ID check. 2. Avoid last-minute or one-way bookings if you want to minimize suspicion. 3. Use a VPN and avoid public Wi-Fi while traveling internationally. 4. Know your rights, especially when it comes to secondary screening and what you're allowed to say no to. Check if your country has a redress program to challenge unfair risk flags. So, next time you walk through airport security, thinking it's just about metal detectors and X-rays, remember this video. Behind the scenes, the game has changed. And airlines? They'd prefer you didn't know. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or eye-opening, give it a like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss future episodes where we break down more airline and travel secrets. Safe travels and stay aware.